Imagine yourself driving on a highway. Now, which scenario would you prefer? Being surrounded by lush green trees or being surrounded with concrete and dust? So, our national highways are being measured for exactly how green they are. Hello students, welcome to Drishti IAS. My name is Saloni Nandkyolier, and in this session we'll talk about the first ever Green Cover Index that has been published by the National Highways Authority of India. So let's look at this index. So the National Highways Authority of India has released its first ever Green Cover Index, which is used to measure how green our national highways are. What is the vegetation cover across our national highways? And this has been prepared in coordination with ISRO, the National Remote Sensing Center of the Indian Space Research Organization, or ISRO. And in the first cycle of assessment, we focused on 30,000 kilometers of national highways across 24 states and UTs. And the time period was July and December, between July and December 2024. So the findings of this time period have been released. So we are focusing on the green cover, on the vegetation cover of our national highways. And if you notice, this is actually in alignment with what? With the Green Highways policy, which came in 2015. And what does this policy focus on? It focuses on making our highways greener, on making or increasing the vegetation cover across our highways, so as to curb the harmful effects of air pollution, prevent soil erosion, etc. So all these things are in alignment with the Green Highways policy as well, that came in 2025. Now we look at the key findings of the report and see which states and UTs have the highest green cover and which have the lowest. So if we talk of the highest green cover, so the top states over here are Assam, Gujarat, Telangana, Bihar, Tamil Nadu and Maharashtra. Now notice we have only one northeastern state in the top 5, and that is Assam. Assam has done exceptionally well when it comes to the highest green cover. The highways in Assam, national highways in Assam, have the highest green cover. And if we talk of the lowest green cover in the states and UTs, then we have Himachal Pradesh, Delhi, Chhattisgarh, Odisha and Jammu and Kashmir. So these are the states and UTs with the lowest vegetation cover or the lowest green cover across the national highways. Now, how can we be so sure of the data of our findings? Like, are they accurate or not? So for that, we'll have to take a closer look at the methodology used. What methods have been used over here? So I told you in the beginning that NHAI has prepared this report in coordination with ISRO, the National Remote Sensing Center of ISRO, which means remote sensing technologies have been used. Satellite imagery has been used. High resolution imagery taken from satellite, remote sensing has been used to finalize or to basically measure the green cover across our national highways. Then another interesting thing that has been done here is the chlorophyll detection. We know green plants have chlorophyll. So chlorophyll detection has also been done by making use of sensors. So there were sensors on these satellites, and different wavelengths of light they were basically used to detect the different wavelengths of light that were coming in from the chlorophyll present or the chlorophyll content present in the plants. Based on that, they could detect the chlorophyll content in plants and then analyze the green cover in that area. So chlorophyll detection has also been used by making use of the sensors. Then right-of-way analysis. Right-of-way analysis has been done. Now what is right-of-way? So right-of-way basically is a term that is used to denote the road of the national highway, the road itself, plus the land on the roadside. So when we are calculating the green cover of the national highways, we are not only focusing on the road or the sidelines of the road, we are also focusing on the land that is available on the roadside. The term that is used to denote this entire thing, the road itself plus the land along the roadside, that is termed as the right of way. And this has been analyzed to get an accurate picture of the green cover that is present along our national highways, on the land also that is present on the sides of these national highways. And then 1 kilometer measurement has been taken into consideration, which means data has been calculated for every 1 kilometer on the national highways. This is how accurate the data is, because we have focused on calculating this entire green cover every 1 kilometer on the national highways. So this has happened in the first phase of the assessment. That was all for this discussion. We looked at the green cover index, which states and UTs performed the best and which states and UTs did not perform so good. And all of this is in alignment with the green highways policies that came in 2015. Now we will look at a practice question for prelims. And before we do that, you know that we have this course for you, which is the Studio GS Foundation live online course. Now, as the name suggests, this is a foundation course, which means that you will cover your syllabus of both pre plus mains in only 14 months. Pre plus mains coverage in 14 months and at a very affordable price of only rupees 34,999. And you can also get a 10% off on this fee if you use the coupon code SALONI, Saloni, all in capital letters only, and you will be able to get a 10% discount on 34,999 rupees. So don't wait, the admissions are already open. For any information, you can call us at 87501, and you can also download the Drishti Learning app. You can enroll into this course, choose your medium of preference. For example, it could be Hindi, English or Hinglish, and based on that, you can get yourself enrolled onto this course. Now let's look at a practice question. The National Highways Green Cover Index measures vegetation along national highways in India. Which of the following statements is correct? A. It uses satellite sensors to detect chlorophyll in plants along highways. B. It measures greenery only on the road surface, not on the land beside the road. C. Assam recorded the lowest green cover in the first NH-GCI report. D. The index uses manual field surveys only, not remote sensing. Choose the correct option. It is a very straightforward question. Please attempt it and provide your answers in the comment section. Thank you for watching.
For more informative content, like, share and subscribe, and do not forget to press the bell icon to get the notifications.